How do you get brand deals? This is the number one question that I get from my coaching clients, people in my DMs, or just friends or family that want to get started with content creation. How do you get brand deals? And you know what? That's a question that I used to ask myself a lot. One time too many, until I realized it's not about how to get brand deals, it's how to attract brand deals. So let's talk about that today. The difference between chasing and attracting is everything. So welcome to this new series where we're going to talk about how to attract, land, and execute brand partnerships, as well as having a strategy that keeps you working with brands over and over again. So let's start from the beginning. What makes you attractive to brands to begin with? Now, I know you hear it all of the time, and I almost hate to start the video there, but you need to be posting consistently. A lot of you guys say you want to be content creators. A lot of you want to do something with this online space, but you are posting once a week. You're posting once a month. Honestly, you're not serious. You are still showing up as a hobbyist, whereas you need to show up as a professional creator. You need to be posting short form content at least once every single day. I know, I said it, and yes, it sounds like a lot of work because it is, but the more you post content, the more you create, the more you build systems around what you doing, and it's going to get easier and easier to post online. So you need to be posting short form content every single day. And I will highly recommend also building on a long form platform like YouTube. Now I may be biased, but building an audience on YouTube, that's where the real value is. That's where you can really sit and talk to someone and they're invested in your story and you are able to take them from point A to point B. Short form is very fleeting. I call it the bat signal. That's where you're sending the bat signal for whoever you can catch on, and then funneling them to your YouTube channel is invaluable. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into this, but posting consistently is a non-negotiable. You need to be on these social media platforms consistently, and you find a way to show up to work Monday to Friday, but then when it comes to showing up online, you keep flaking on yourself. If you're not posting, you're invisible. And if you're posting randomly, you are unpredictable. And if you want to attract brand deals, you need to be visible, consistent, and aligned with the type of content that they want to be associated with. And I just want to take it back a little bit, because I know when we say post consistently, people have it in their mind, oh my God, I need to be hustling, I need to be working harder and harder. It really is not about hustling your way through. It's about building trust and relatability with your audience. The more you show up consistently, the more they're going to notice that, oh my God, this person is not operating from the same space, and brands are also going to take notice. The connection that you're going to build with your audience by posting consistently is literally the most valuable possession you can have as a creator, and we're going to talk about that a little later in the video. Number two, tag the brands that you're using. If you're wearing it, if you're using it, if you're eating it, you need to be tagging it. And don't just tag, be intentional with the type of content that you're creating. Create thoughtful content around the products and tag the brand. That is how you get under radar. Tell a story, make it engaging and fun, not just for yourself, but also for your audience to consume your content. And as you do that, make sure that you drop your affiliate links so that not only do your audience get used to you posting links and they will start to shop through your links, but also you're going to have data that you can take back to the brands once they reach out. Posting consistently, tagging the brands, and making a little bit of affiliate revenue is important as you show up online. A lot of my early collaboration with brands literally came from me posting about their products, sharing my love for it. Of course, I made a little money by plugging my affiliate links, but having that data, posting about the product organically is how you start building a relationship with the brand. So don't just wait to get paid before you start showing up as a professional creator. Start today. Create the type of content that you want to get paid for. This is essentially how you get on the brand radar and how you attract brand deals to begin with. Now, number three, build an engaged community. Now, I talked about how invaluable your connection is with your audience, but brands also want to partner with creators that have a strong connection with their audience. This is essentially what influencer marketing is. You don't need 100K followers. You just need a small engaged audience, and building the connection and influence with a small amount of people is so valuable. That content that you're going to create is going to go so much further than any random ad that a brand is going to run. This is why they partner with influencers. This is why they want your face associated with their brand. It has value. So build a connection with your audience, and you do that by engaging with them, showing up consistently, answering your comments, having conversations with them. Use your captions as a way to connect and build that relationship with your audience. So the more you show up consistently, the more you have to look at it as each piece of content is going to get me closer to my audience. And also, each piece of content is going going to get me to reach my ideal audience. That's how you grow online anyway. It's by being consistent and sharpening your skills. So the more content you create, the more data you will have, and you can analyze it and say, this content is not resonating. I wonder why. What can I learn from this? How can I make the next post better? And how can I reach my ideal audience with my message, my personality, what I have to offer by creating the content? This is a skill. Content creation is a skill. Nothing happened by mistake, by chance. Of course, some people get lucky, but most people don't get lucky with content creation, which is why they give up. But if they were strategic with it, creating the content and understand the long-term goal that they have with their content, then the win is in the trenches, creating each piece of content. And brands don't just care about views, they care about your influence. And influence is built through the connection you have with your audience. So I promise you, show up, talk to them, create conversations, and not only will you have a more engaged account, but brands are going to take notice and they are going to want to be part of your content. Your influence essentially is the currency. And some of y'all are giving it away for free. Hi, Dios mío. All right, number 4 is to learn to grow and market yourself. Every piece of content is marketing. Whether it's funny, educational, aesthetic, you are positioning yourself as a brand, as a media brand, and you're also positioning yourself as a way to reach more people. So marketing yourself means knowing your message, speaking to your ideal audience, and showing up with clarity and confidence. And that is a skill, and it's a skill that most influencers actually know how to do better than a lot of brands, which is why brands are partnering with influencers. So you really need to have a mindset shift. You're not just a content creator, you're building a media brand. And you need to practice and learn and sharpen some of these skills that are invaluable in this space. If you look at each piece of content as the foundation of your media company, then you'll understand that going viral really isn't the goal, and you will get your enjoyment from, okay, I've created that many pieces of content and that was my goal, and I've reached my goal for the week. I've reached my quota for the week, versus this one post didn't go viral, so now I'm in my mind and no one cares about me and I'm not gonna create the content. Don't let content creation make you feel defeated, because you have a bigger purpose. You have a greater purpose showing up online, and also showing up and inspiring other people and helping them along the way and potentially teaching them how to do something you already know how to do. That is such a great feeling. And a lot of people are just chasing views, and it really isn't just about someone watching the content. A lot of creators just want to be seen, and they don't realize that they can have a greater impact in this space through their messaging and through their content. Again, mindset shift. It's not about showing up to be seen, it's about showing up and having an impact. And it's actually so crazy because it's so difficult to get leads to come into a business. That is the number one biggest challenge any business have online, is getting leads, getting warm leads, people that are ready to buy their products. And as influencers, we have such a tight connection with our audience. They're listening to us, they're watching our content, they're ready to take action from our content, and we don't realize how important that skill is, which is why we're giving it away for free. Like if a brand reach out to us and it's like, hey, can I partner with you? I'll give you this brush so that you can create a YouTube video. And people are like, yes, sure, I'll do it. What? You have so much value in this space. Anyways, I don't want to get sidetracked. The way that you attract brands is by consistently showing up, tagging all the brands, building an engaged community, and learning how to market yourself along the way. If you do these 4 things consistently, you're going to move out from being a hobbyist to a professional creator, to the CEO of your media brand. You're no longer hoping for brand deals, but you're going to attract them. People cannot take their eyes off a high performer, and brands are also going to take notice as you're consistently creating content and improving each one of your content pieces. Analyzing your data is a big piece of learning how to market yourself. Don't just throw content at the wall and hoping something sticks. And if you do that and one thing ends up sticking, then you need to analyze that frame by frame, second by second, so that you can double down on exactly what's working. So learning how to create content, connecting with your audience is exactly why brands will want to partner with you. And that actually will bring me to the next video in this series, which is why do brand partner with influencers? Because understanding why they're reaching out to you and why they want to partner with you will put you in a position to pitch yourself better, but also negotiating from a position of power, because you understand exactly what they need, and understanding how the industry works is exactly how you win. So drop your questions down below when it comes to brand deals, and I will make sure to include them in this series. Whether it's about pricing, pitching, how to follow up, how to negotiate. I feel like negotiation is a big piece of brand deals, but drop a comment down below and I'll make sure to answer all of them. And also DM me coach on Instagram if you're looking for more guidance, and check out this video on your way out.